You should always figure out a list of daily habits to focus on every single day. So like, it's great to say, I want to lose 100 pounds this year, but like, how is that going to happen? How are you going to get there? So I created a Power 5 list, and it's 5 things I do every single day to focus on so that I can get to my goal. Hey friends. Happy Sunday. What's going on? It's your girl Mel. I'm coming to you live from my house. It's actually my office here, right outside St. Louis, Missouri. It's time to meal plan for the week. So, I'm really excited. I've been kind of thinking about this all weekend. And then when Dee and I were on a walk today, we totally decided to try something new this week. And so I love new things. So I'm going to tell you guys about that in just a minute. But, as you guys are popping on, say hey, say hi. If you're catching me on the live, that means you can see the live button right there. Drop a 1. If you are catching this on the replay, so sorry I missed you, but definitely put replay in the comments. I went live in the P5 project earlier. That's my customer accountability group. And we were talking about like how April went for you guys. Like I was asking them, how did it go? And then kind of setting ourselves up for May. You guys, tomorrow is May 1st. It's May 1st. And if you guys are new to following me, put new in the comments, but May 1st of 2019 was my day 1. So it was this weekend when, I kind of felt like I was at rock bottom. And I talked to a friend. I got started on my journey on May 1st. And from May to December, I was able to drop 100 pounds. And so I'm really excited because I know there's going to be people out there that are watching or following. And they're going to have some amazing results just like I did. I mean, think about it. Like between now and Christmas kind of seems like a long time. But like here we are 4 years later. And when I tell you guys I was able to drop 100 pounds of fat in 8 months, people are like, wow, that didn't take long at all, right? So it's kind of like your perspective on things. So I'll just give you guys like a little free tip that I always give my customers, but you should always figure out a list of daily habits to focus on every single day. So like, it's great to say, I want to lose 100 pounds this year, but like, how is that going to happen? How are you going to get there? So I created a Power 5 list, and it's 5 things I do every single day to focus on so that I can get to my goal. So like right now I'm doing 75 hard. Today is day 14. So we're wrapping up. I literally just need to read and drink 1 more bottle of water, and I am done for the day. So 2 weeks will be done. But outside of that, it's a water goal, a movement goal, some form of eating, right? So like I do lazy keto, but like not all you guys want to do keto. I get that. So maybe some of you guys count calories. Maybe some of you guys do Weight Watchers. Maybe some of you guys just like eat better, right? Maybe some of you guys do like whatever it is that you do. I'm lazy keto, so I'll be lazy keto for life. So it's like a form of eating. I do some sort of fasting every single day, and then I drink a supplement. So that's just the things I do. Because I am on a wellness journey too. So that's what we got going on. So I'm really excited this week. Okay. So first of all, let me know how things are going. How was your April? What did you do on it to concentrate on eating that first 100 pounds? So I do talk a lot about this, Sandra. So definitely go check on some of my other videos, but basically it's just eliminating. So I don't track, I don't count macros, I don't, do any food journals. It's lazy keto is about eliminating. So it's eliminating bread, pasta, processed foods, and sugars, and focusing on protein, veggies, fruits, and fats. Now, if you go out there and you Google like keto vegetables, it'll tell you that the green ones are lowest in carbs. And if you type in like fruits that are good for keto, it'll tell you berries are the best. And then you can type in like good fats for keto, and it'll tell you like, nuts and fish and avocados and avocado oil and heavy whipping cream and chia seeds and stuff like that. And then you just do that every single day. Like you just push out the temptations. You push out all of the like cravings, you just push through them. You drink water, you move your body, you eat better every single day. And then the ketones help with that. So that's the supplement I take. I also promote it. So I have discount links, coupon codes. There's a sale through today. And so that helps because it helps with appetite control. It helps with cravings, stuff like that. But really it's just eliminating, just take out bread, pasta, processed foods like chips, crackers, cereal. Don't eat real sugar, and literally just eat protein, veggies, fruits, and fats. And just do that every single day. Like, it's going to be hard. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. I'm not going to tell you that, you know, everything is sunshine and rainbows and stuff like that. But, like, it is realistic and it's not forever. I mean, like, it can be, right? But I'm, like, super strict right now. I'm doing dairy free. I'm not having any eggs. And people are like, oh my gosh, I could never. Listen, I can do anything for 3 months. I can do anything for 3 months. It's not forever. And it's teaching you discipline, and it's teaching you routine, and it's showing you that you're going to be fine without having it. So, like, that's how you kind of got to treat your wellness journey. Like, if you want to do lazy keto and your main goal is to lose a bunch of fat, you're going to have to give up things for a while, but it's not forever. Like, I have had pizza in 4 years. I've had ice cream in the last 4 years. I've drank drinks, adult beverages in the last 4 years. I've had McDonald's in the last 4 years, right? But like, it's not all the time like it used to be. Before I started on May 1st, that whole like spring, right before that, my kids play travel baseball and softball, and they do a lot of stuff with basketball as well. And my husband was traveling. So I would get home from work. I would pop some pizza rolls in the oven, waiting for the kids to get off the bus. That would be their afternoon snack, so they could have just enough food to like get in their system. We would drive 45 minutes to practices. They would have practices for 2 to 3 hours. We would drive back and forth, or I would drive back and forth, like between the two locations, dropping, picking up, right? And then we would stop at McDonald's like 3, 4, 5 nights a week because the dollar menu is so cheap. And I was like, well, I'm not going to go grocery shopping because we're not going to be here to eat it. So we're just going to spend our grocery money on McDonald's. And so it was like dollar McChickens and dollar McDoubles and large sodas. And we would have that every single night as we were driving home. I don't know if that's relatable to anybody, but you have to start making shifts like that. Like, it was, my mindset was terrible. Like, once I figured out, you just have to plan. Like, you just have to have a plan and stick to the plan. And there's better options out there than McDonald's if you have to eat on the go. So those are kind of like the little things that I shifted on. So the big news that I wanted to talk to you guys about is, okay, so I do daily 16/8 fasting. I don't know if anybody else does any 16/8 fasting or OMAD or 24, like any of that, right? But basically, I don't have breakfast. I drink my ketones and water in the morning, and then I eat between 11 and 7. So I just choose 8 hours a day, like an 8-hour window to eat. And then I don't eat after 7 o'clock. So I've been doing that for 4 years. And sometimes that like 8-hour window kind of fluctuates. Depending on like schedules and stuff on the weekends. Sometimes my kids have to be at the ball fields at 5:30 in the morning. Sometimes we're at the ball fields until 2 o'clock in the morning. So like, when I know those days are coming, my 8-hour window will kind of shift a little bit. But for the most part, it's 11 to 7 is when I eat. So I'll skip breakfast, have ketones, drink water, and then I would do a snack a meal. So a snack around 11, lunch between 12 and 1, a snack around 3, and dinner between 5:30 and 7. And then done at 7, drink ketones and water for the rest of the night. All right. So I've done that basically for 4 years. Well, we are a busy family. Okay. So this past week, I'm so tired today because we just went nonstop. We had 1 game on Monday, 3 games on Tuesday, 1 game on Wednesday, 1 game on Friday, 4 games on Saturday, and a game today. So we had 11 games this week. So we, and it's going to happen again this upcoming week. The only night we had off was Thursday night. And I told the kids, I was like, I'm literally not going anywhere. And then I went to Target, but that was it. And it's a repeat week. So, our problem is at night for dinner, right? So we did really well this week with our plan. We ate a little bit later than we wanted to, but also with the elimination diet I'm doing, like, it's okay. I'm a little bit more flexible. But when we were walking today, so my husband is D and he is on a wellness journey too. He's doing 75 hard with me. And we were talking today about dinners because I was like, what do you want for dinner? What I do, so this is like another side tip. I use the notes section in my phone and I brain dump in there all week long. So if I see something that I like, a recipe, a snack idea, a water talk recipe, any of that, I drop it in the notes section on my phone and then I'll transfer it somewhere else later on. So I'm constantly brain dumping like recipes and stuff. And so when we're walking, sometimes I'll have my notes section up and I'll be like, okay, babe, like what are some things that you want to eat this week? And he was like, I don't know if I want to eat dinner this week. He's like, I started eating oatmeal last week in the morning because he gets up in like the 4 o'clock hour. So he gets up and he's been going for his walk early and then he starts work and then he works all day and then we go straight from work and we both work at home, but we go straight from that into our night of festivities. And he is just like, I have felt that I'm not hungry at night. Like, I'm so hungry in the morning. He's like, but by the time I feel like I just need to eat because that's what we're supposed to do at dinner time, right? He's like, I know I have to eat food, but he's like, I'm just not hungry at dinner time. And I was like, okay, this is actually workable. I was like, what if we pivoted and did our 8 hours during the day and then stopped eating at like 3 or 4 o'clock? And he was like, I would love that. And he's like, then we could have a protein shake when we got home if we really wanted something, because the protein drinks that we have also have ketones in them. So it could be our nighttime ketones, but we could also have protein to keep us fuller longer. There's appetite control, like all the things, right? And I was like, I love the idea. Like I can do change like nothing. I don't mind changing things at all. Some people in my family, they don't like change. And so sometimes it's hard. But I was like, okay, so we're going to do breakfast and lunch this week and next week, because we're so busy and we're going to see how it works. We always do something for about 2 weeks when we try it out just to see like if it's working or not. So 2 weeks is good. And maybe that's just during the week and then we eat dinner on the weekends. Like, I don't know. We're going to kind of play with that, but I know for sure Monday through Friday this week, we're not going to have dinner. We're going to have breakfast and lunch, and we're going to stop eating around 3 or 4, and then we're just going to drink water and ketones at night while we're at the games. And I think that that's brilliant. We are snackers. And so we've also found over the last few weeks that when we go to ball games, we just feel like we have to have some kind of like nuts or fruits or something. So he bought this like huge bag of peanuts at Sam's Club. And he's like, I just feel like I'm eating them because that's what we've always done. He was like, I would rather just not take anything to eat when we go to these games. And he's like, sometimes he'll not take something, but then he'll see me eating something and then he's like, hey, can I have a little bit of that, right? So he's like, maybe we both cannot take something and then see if it works. Okay, perfect. So that's what we're doing this week. It's crazy, you guys. I've not had, outside of like a few select random days in 4 years where we were like celebrating something or like on vacation, I haven't had food before 11 o'clock in almost 4 years, like except for those few random times. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so different, but I'm living for it. So with that being said, the other thing I did, because then I was like, okay, well, this is kind of a big deal because we have kids. So like what, our kids have to eat lunch. So we just got done eating dinner, which was fabulous, by the way. We have a restaurant here in town called Sugar Fire. Have you guys ever heard of it? Basically, it's like a Subway meat place. Have you guys, like, you guys probably have stuff like that if you're not from the St. Louis area. But like, you just pick your meats and then you can kind of pick your sides and then they have all these different sauces. So Dustin took Kyla to the mall for me so I could do stuff around the house today. And on the way back, they stopped at Sugar Fire. So we got a pound of smoked wings naked we got a pound of smoked turkey, and we got a pound of smoked brisket. And then I cut up some apples, and we had some grapes, and it was great. We used some sugar-free sauce, so we have like a sugar-free steak sauce, a sugar-free yum yum, a sugar-free barbecue, a sugar-free honey mustard. And so we just dipped our meats and our wings like in these sauces, just put a little bit on our plate at a time. It was so good. But while we were sitting there, I was like, okay, so we're not making dinners this week. So what are some things that you can eat? Because here's the thing, like when we get going in the middle of the week, we have a plan, right? And so in the middle of the week, the kids are going to be like, we don't have anything here to eat, and you guys aren't eating, and blah, blah, blah. They'll have all these excuses, and they're going to want to go to like Chick-fil-A or Cane's or whatever, right? And so I was like, while we're sitting here at the table, what are some dinners that you guys would like this week so we can have a list for you, and then you guys can just kind of pick every night what you want to eat. So they pick things like egg sandwiches. We have chicken fries and tater tots in the freezer. We have pizza rolls in the freezer. They want to do cheeseburgers and rally fries for dinner one night. Austin asked if I would get one of those frozen Salisbury steaks, and then he's like, I'll make mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese. And then they asked if we could go to Qdoba one night, and I was like, perfect. So we've got 7 dinner ideas that they came up with themselves. Oh, and taco night was the other one. But they've got 7 dinner ideas, so they can't come to us and say that we don't have anything. This is their list that they came up with. I was like, Mel, you're brilliant. So we've got them all taken care of. Literally the only things I need to buy at the grocery store this week for them, because everything else we have is Salisbury steak, shredded lettuce, and then they asked if I would get Hawaiian rolls and like half a pound of deli meat so that they could do like little sandwiches if they wanted to do that. And so we're like, the kids are good. They have their own breakfast. Austin goes to school sometimes at like 4:30 in the morning. He leaves because he's got football. And the other 2 or 3 days, he doesn't get up until like 5 minutes before. So he just grabs a protein bar. Kyla will either do a smoothie or a protein bar. They eat lunch at school, so I don't have to worry about that. So the kids are good. That's literally all I have to get for them this week. We kind of just looked in our freezer. They helped me clean out the freezer last week, so they knew what was in both of the freezers. And so they were able to think about that. So kids are good. The only 2 things, like I said, are that. And then they asked for just little things like rice cakes and some more fruit and stuff like that. So perfect. Now, for Dee and I, we have to worry about breakfast first. So what I like to do is I just like to make a list of options for us. And then when we wake up in the morning, it's just whatever sounds good. So I've been lazy keto for almost 4 years. For 75 Hard, I'm doing this elimination diet. And one of the things that is a superfood for both of us are oats. So we can do oats, almond milk, cinnamon. We can add a little bit of the sugar substitute. He won't, but I might. And then we can do fresh fruit like bananas, blueberries, strawberries. So oatmeal is probably what we'll have, because I haven't had oatmeal in so long. I'm like, I could probably eat that all week long. And I'm not going to do overnight oats right now. We're just going to make it every morning. Like, we're going to start small, because maybe I don't want oats by Wednesday. I don't know. But we're going to do oatmeal as an option. Another option is a fresh fruit platter. So we just keep buying all this fruit. At Sam's the other night, on Friday night, I think, I got some kiwi, and I got mangoes, and then I'm going back to get more apples and grapes and bananas and oranges and then blueberries and strawberries. So I can cut up like a big fruit platter. We can have that for breakfast. I can also make like a chocolate dip for the fruit with my protein powder. I have to kind of figure that out. I'm going to look for a few more recipes, but I could do some almond milk. I could do the protein powder. I want to figure out how to make it a little thicker so it's like dippable. But that's good, huh? Yeah. And then the other thing that we can do is acai bowls. So basically what that is taking the protein powder and mixing it with frozen fruit and almond milk, blending it together, putting it in a bowl. Put the bowl in the freezer for about 15 minutes so that it hardens. And then we can cut like fresh stuff up, like nuts, like macadamia nuts would be good on there, sunflower seeds, and then berries. And it could be like a smoothie bowl. So that's the other option. So I'm going to do those. And then protein shakes. So like the chunky monkey one I'm making, or the strawberry one that we're making like all the time. So those are options for us to have for breakfast. Whatever we want. I think we're going to do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So I think we're either going to do 8 to 3 or 9 to 4. So that's going to be like our 8-hour window. And I'm really excited. So then outside of that, I just got to figure out lunches. So I already know what we're having tomorrow and Tuesday because I've been thinking about this all weekend. Okay. So tomorrow, we're smoking salmon. So he likes to smoke the salmon. We get it from Sam's. It's like the one that's like $20. It's like this big. He seasons it and then he smokes it. And when we eat it for lunch, we just kind of shred it and we can have it like that in a vegetable. We can make it into a rice bowl. We can put it on top of a salad. But we'll probably have that for 2 meals this week for lunch because it's kind of big. So we'll do smoked salmon. And I think tomorrow, actually, I'm going to do a smoked salmon yum yum rice. So basically what that is the Bonza chickpea rice, peas, yum yum sauce, and then smoked salmon on it. So I might even not do the peas in it, but I'm going to do that. So smoked salmon yum yum rice. Maybe thicken some almond milk on the stove with cornstarch. I can't do cornstarch. So like that's my problem right now. And it's not really a problem, but because I'm doing the elimination diet, like my list of what I can use is like super small. I have it in around here somewhere. But cornstarch is something I know I cannot have. And so, yeah, but it's a great idea. And I can always try that like later on. Once we're done with the 75 hard, we can make protein dip with fruit stuff, or like fruit dip with like yogurt or cottage cheese. But we give up dairy for 75 days as well, so we can't have that. I know there's got to be something out there that I can use. Like maybe even if I did like frozen avocado. And I blended frozen avocado with some almond milk and then the chocolate protein powder. Like, that's kind of where my brain was going. But I was going to do a little bit more research and see if anybody has, like, already tried that out. But I think that could be potentially something that I could do as well. Yeah, I'm always thinking. So, like, we'll figure it out. And I'll let you guys know, right? Okay, so Monday and probably Wednesday, we're going to do smoked salmon something for lunch. Probably yum yum rice bowls for me. Dee's not like a real big fan. He thinks that the chickpea rice, like he should only have that like once or twice a week. And so he's limiting that, but I love it. I could probably eat it every day. It's so good. Tuesday, we're actually going to do tacos. And this is what we decided to do. So Tuesday's our busy night. Austin plays away. So he plays at like another school about 40 minutes away. At 4:15. So his game will get over about 6:30. But Kyla has a double header at 7:30 and 9. So she's going to have to be at her fields by 6:30. So we're probably going to have to leave Austin's game a little bit early, go to her game, and then we're there from 7:30 to 9. So Austin will ride the bus back home, and then he can go get himself something to eat, or he can make something at home on Tuesday. For Kyla, she needs to eat before we leave. And then just have like a little snack after his game while we head to hers. So we're going to do tacos. We're going to do a late taco night. A late taco lunch so that it's not, so like she can have it as soon as she gets home from school and we can have it as lunch. So we will have, taco meat and I'll probably turn it into like some kind of taco salad. I'll use beans. I'll use corn. I'll use a little bit of shredded romaine. And I'll use some kind of like guacamole. Cause we can't do tomatoes. So tomatoes are on our no list. So no salsa, no cheese, cause we're doing dairy free. But I think that the salsa will be good. So that's what we're going to do on, Tuesday. Wednesday is smoked salmon. Thursday and Friday is what now I have to figure out. So I'm going to think about this for a minute. So let me know, like, what kind of meals are you guys thinking that you're going to have this week? What are some things that, like, sound good to you that you're like, oh yeah, that's good. I think on Thursday I'm gonna do a salad. I think we're gonna do a berry chicken salad. We've been eating that a lot over the last 2 weeks. It's really, really good, and I think just having it one day this week will be perfect. So for that we do shredded lettuce, strawberries, blueberries, pecans, chicken, and then we use a sugar-free balsamic vinaigrette dressing by G. Hughes. What kind of salsa are we using? No salsa. So we'll use guacamole. Some kind of guacamole that I'll find at the store. But we're not doing any salsa because we are not doing tomatoes and I can't have peppers. He can have peppers. Steak tips and steamed broccoli. That sounds good. How do you do your steak tips? Just curious. Friday. So I'm going to do smoked salmon rice bowl, tacos, smoked salmon rice bowls, tacos. I think I'm going to do hamburger. I'm going to do that burger pasta again. But I think we might use steak sauce because Dee really likes that. So it'll be the chickpea pasta, ground up hamburger meat seasoned. And for our sauce, instead of using like a pasta sauce, we'll use steak sauce and kind of just mix it in there. That'll be good. So burger pasta with steak sauce. Perfect. And then that gets us to Saturday and Sunday. Now it is supposed to rain towards the end of the week. So I will definitely plan out kind of what the weekend looks like when we get closer, because we have to wait until the schedule comes out and then where they're playing, so the location is key. But I bet you Saturday we will probably do Qdoba for lunch. I'm just going to go ahead and write that on there because I know we're going to be out somewhere, whether we're waiting in a rain delay or she's playing. So Saturday we'll do Qdoba, and then Sunday we'll have to wait and see. We might have to do what we did tonight and do the sugar fire meat because it was so good. I put them in the crock pot for 5 hours with some broth. When done, put over broccoli. Yum. Do you use like a garlic butter or anything? These are great. Egg roll stir fry. We are not able to have cabbage, so I am sad that we can't do egg roll in a bowl, but it'll be back on our menu come July. Hobo foil packs. So one of our favorite things that we used to make before we were on this journey was hobo dinners. But we probably make them different than you guys. I don't even know if they're supposed to be called hobo dinners, but basically we took foil packs and we put potatoes and onions in it, seasoned it with salt and pepper, and then put butter and then cheese on top, folded it up and put it out on the grill. And that's what we had as like a side with like steak night or grilled chicken or burgers or whatever. And then I would put sour cream and green onions on top when I would eat it. And it was so good. Your girl got to 350 pounds because she knows how to eat. So good. Perfect. So that's what it looks like. So for breakfast options, we're doing oatmeal, fresh fruit platter, acai smoothie bowls, or protein shakes. And then for lunches, Monday is smoked salmon yum yum rice bowls. Tuesday is taco salads. Wednesday is another smoked salmon yum yum rice bowl because I love them. Thursday, we're going to do the berry chicken salad. Friday, we're going to do burger pasta with steak sauce. And Saturday, we're doing Qdoba. And if you just jumped on, we're moving our 8-hour eating window up. So we're going to do breakfast and lunch and start fasting in the afternoon versus I made the $1 million squash. He wants me to make it again. Ooh, maybe I should do something with spaghetti squash. Maybe I'll take off the berry chicken salad and I'll do something with spaghetti squash. I did find a dairy-free Alfredo sauce that I want to try. So maybe I'll do something with spaghetti squash, chicken, and Fredo sauce. And then that would be good. I do 9 to 5. Yeah, that's what you do, Jane. I think that we're going to do that. I don't think that we need to go all the way till 5. 3 or 4 o'clock will probably be fine for us. But, okay, I just changed Thursday. So we're going to do some kind of spaghetti squash, chicken. I got this dairy-free Alfredo sauce from Primal Kitchen that I want to try. So we'll see what it tastes like. If it sucks, it sucks. Then we can, like, revert back to something else. And then Friday, we're going to do burger pasta with steak sauce. We went to the grocery store last week. He went with me. In one of the grocery stores here, Schnucks, they had like this, well, he thought they had this big meat sale. So we went there thinking they had all this meat for like $5, and they didn't. It was actually the other grocery store. But while we were there, they had all of their organic grass-fed lean hamburger beef on clearance for $4 a pound, normally $8. And so they're 50% off, and there was like 8 of them, and they didn't even expire until like, I think we went on like Monday or Tuesday, and they didn't even expire until like later on this week. But we put them in the freezer, right? Because that's what you can do. If you don't use it, you just put it in the freezer. So we have 8 pounds of this grass-fed lean burger meat in our freezer, so we can use that for all kinds of stuff. So we're going to use that for taco night, and then we'll use that for the burger pasta on Friday as well. And then Saturday we'll do Qdoba out because we'll be at the softball tournament. That's a pretty good menu. I like it. I like that I do this with you guys every week because it gets me organized. And you know, people are like, oh, when does Austin play this week? And I'm like, I don't know. They'll ask me like last week, they'll say, oh, when does Austin play next week? I'm always like, I don't know. Like, I only do 7 days at a time. And so on Sundays, I regroup for the next 7 days. Like, I can't look past that. There's too much going on. Way too much going on for me to try to remember it all. So I just have to do short spurts. I don't know if anybody else is like that. But yeah, so do you guys have any questions for me? So what I do is I just write it down in this notebook. I've just been writing down every week. I just write them all down, like what we're having. So then I can just kind of come back and look at it. And then from here, I'll create my grocery list. And then tomorrow I'll run to the grocery store. I have 3 stores that I'm going to go to: Schnucks, Walmart, and Sam's. And so that's what I do every single week. The most successful people always have a plan. So if you're getting ready to start the week and you're on a wellness journey and you have no idea what you're going to have for lunch tomorrow, that's a problem for you. You've got to figure it out. If you don't figure it out, you're going to set yourself up for failure. So like, or you're going to eat things you don't like, or you're going to not be satisfied, or you're going to be like, this sucks. And yeah, try sausage, onion, peppers, and maybe broccoli, cauliflower with butter in the foil packets. Yes. So Donna, right now, all of that is on my no list for my elimination diet. So we can't have any pork. We can't have onions. He can have peppers, but I'm supposed to eliminate. Broccoli and cauliflower is on the no-no list, and then we went dairy-free. And so all of that sounds amazing for lazy keto. For me personally, it will be something that I could do in July, but I cannot do that between now and June 30th because I'm doing this elimination diet. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know my update too. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks, and it's crazy. I've already noticed a huge difference in a good way. I'm super happy. But, yeah, meatballs with Alfredo sauce and spaghetti squash. That sounds good. I could probably do that, with the dairy-free Alfredo sauce. That would probably be good. But I'd probably do chicken because I don't have any chicken on my menu this week. I have 2 days of salmon, tacos is with beef, burger pastas with beef, and Qdoba will be chicken. But Thursday I could do spaghetti squash with chicken, and that'll be good. So cool. Do you guys have any other questions for me before I pop off here? I just got done washing sheets, so I've got to go and put the bed back together. I have team huddle here in 90 minutes, and then I'm going to shower and go to bed. I'll probably read real fast as well, so I can just knock that down. But today is April 30th, so it's the last day of the sale, 25% off. It's the last day to join the team for $1. So if you've been interested in the business side of what I do, that promotion ends tonight. You get to save like almost 40% off. If you buy the big kit, you save basically almost 40% off of ketones, and it's only $1 to join the team. No monthly fees, no, none of the hidden costs, no quotas. You work the business as much or as little as you want, and you get to work alongside me, and it's fun. We do a great job. And so we do like a team huddle every Sunday night. We have team trainings on Tuesday and Wednesday. There's replays. We have everything you need to be set up for success. So if you're interested, tonight's the last night to get that deal. So it's really cool. Yes, thank you, Rita. Appreciate it. Awesome. Anything else, you guys, before I pop off? I've got my whole product schedule figured out too for the month of May, like when I'm doing my fasting and when I'm doing my reboot. So tomorrow I'm going to have to kind of play along. Those of you who are doing that 5-day I fast, my schedule is going to look different. But I'll still help you guys. It's so easy. It's amazing. But I'm really excited to see if it does anything different. Who knows? It might be 5 o'clock tomorrow night and I might be starving. I'll be like, this is for the birds. Thanks, Lori. I got it. Where did I get it? I think I got it at an event. Like maybe last year. I cleaned out my closet, so I found a bunch of stuff that was hidden in the back. And I was like, this is pretty. So, thank you. Awesome, awesome. Well, I guess I'm going to pop off here then. If you do need anything, let me know. I'm in and out of messenger jail, so what that means is like Facebook sometimes only allows you to send like so many messages like at a time or a day, and it shuts you down. And with this sale, yeah. I didn't know about the $1 sign up fee. I'm tied up night. We can talk, Missy, moving forward. You have to get a kit in order to take advantage of that $1 sign up fee. So you have to, it like pairs with a kit. So the $1 unlocks this bigger discount, and the bigger discount unlocks the $1 promoter fee. So it comes and goes all the time. So if you're interested in the business side, we definitely should talk, just so I could find out like, you know, what you want to do with this and like what that looks like for you. But yeah, we should talk soon. Send me a message for sure. I'll reach out. So, all right, friends. Well, I'm popping off. So I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.